I don't know how I feel. I I don't feel like we deserve to lose 3-2 in that game. Like, for the first time, it's a strange feeling. I feel like we didn't play that bad to lose 3-2. In fact, all throughout the game, especially the first half, I was quite happy the way we played. I'm a bit baffled by this particular scoreline.
All right. Here we go, back again on the other side of the coin.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back again on the other side of the coin. Look, let's just get into the key points of this particular match. I think that's where it needs to happen. I don't want to go through the lineups. I don't want to go through first half, second half. I think let's talk about the key points of these matches, of this particular match, and maybe we can make sense of it. And I really want to hear from you guys today what you really thought about that, because for me that was very strange. That was very strange. First of all, first goal, fantastically, put in a particular corner from Mason Mount. Great header from Thiago Silva. What a defender Thiago Silva is for us. What a player he is for us. A goal, and immediately straight after the goal, he actually made a goal line save where it went under Mendy, and Thiago Silva was the last man standing, and he cleared it off. And then from there, like pretty much the first half, I thought we were under control. I didn't think West Ham was all over us at all, to be honest. Unlike the Watford game where Watford absolutely dominated us, and I think a lot to do with Jorginho being in the middle, and controlling that tempo, controlling all the build-up, controlling the everything that needs to be controlled in midfield, and that's why West Ham didn't see much of the ball. But then a freak show happened. This is the second point where Jorginho, I'm not going to shy away, wasn't a good pass at all. Was not a good pass to Mendy, but there was enough time for Mendy to boot that ball away. I'm not going to sit here and say it was all Jorginho's fault, that one. No. In fact, yes, it was a bad pass, but after that, there was a lot of time for Mendy to rectify the situation. He looked up, he saw two West Ham players coming at him, and he decides to take a touch when two West Ham players were pressing. Surely this is not an instruction from the manager that you have to play out from the back. Yes, we do play out from the back, but not in that. Manager didn't tell you to be stupid. The manager didn't tell you to be dumb. If there's two players pressing you heavily, very close to you, you take a touch when there's enough time to boot the ball away anywhere you want. Either go out, either go long. Instead, you take a touch to take it away from you, and then you're in trouble. You're in absolute mess. From there, it's a penalty, of course. And then, Mendy, you are not saving a single penalty, man. You are not saving a penalty. I would never put any money down for you to save a single penalty. How you saved was Aguero's penalty last season is baffling. Okay, so that situation happens, which was a freak situation. Once again, an unforced error from our side. But we did well. We bounced back. Declan Rice gets dispossessed in midfield. Ruben Loftus-Cheek picks up the ball, passes to Ziyech. Unbelievable crossing from Ziyech, finds Mason Mount. First time volley, boom. What a shot, what a goal, what an assist, what a counter transition. And we're back in front. And from that point, I thought it was shut up shop, because we are a particular team that defends well. We've been letting in goals in recent times, which is so uncharacteristic of us. And all through mistakes as well, to be honest. Man United was a mistake. Burnley, I've always said, if we don't finish off up front, the opposition's good for at least one goal. And that particular moment, both Christensen and Rudiger sort of fell asleep. Burnley equalized. This match, we go ahead and we go at halftime 2-1 up. Brilliant. And we come into the second half And out of nowhere, was it second half? Let me just have a quick look. Was it 2-2 at halftime, or was it 2-1 at halftime? Yeah, 2-1 at halftime. We were leading at halftime. We were looking good. And I thought come second half, we'll shut up shop. But no, that's not what happened. Jared Bowen, I have to say, I can't really find a mistake there. I don't really know if there was any mistake from us defensively. Thiago Silva cleared as much as he could. Defensively, we were in a fairly good shape, but Jared Bowen just had an absolute cracker of a shot outside the box. And there was nothing we could do about that. From there, I do have to talk about, we'll get to the Masuaku situation. From there, obviously, at that time, Lukaku was in, Pulisic and Callum Hudson-Odoi came off the bench. And I think this is where we need to talk about it a little bit. Our subs created no impact, ladies and gentlemen. Our subs had nothing. Let's talk a little bit about Lukaku. We'll talk about Mendy down the track a little bit more. Obviously, Masuaku's goal is something we need to talk about. But Lukaku, ladies and gentlemen, I know he's injured. Well, he got injured and he's getting eased back into it. I understand you're not going to be at your finest level, but it's not good enough, man. His performances are not good enough. He says that he does not want to be the target man, but he plays like a target man. He says he wants the ball behind him, but my man, you're not going to get space behind you. It's the Premier League. West Ham does not have a high line. You do need to come out, help in midfield, drop deep, and then have the desire to run back in again. We looked a lot better when Havertz was playing, if I'm being honest. Havertz, Ziyech, and man, the whole Ziyech substitution also didn't make sense to me. Ziyech was the only player that looked like that was creating something in this match. He was linking, his chemistry with Mount was looking sublime. That cross, that assist, that finish, but not just with Mount. His chemistry with Havertz was looking a lot good. Unluckily, Havertz gets injured. God knows now how long he's going to be gone. Yet another injury for us mounting on. But Lukaku just going back. His performance was not good. I get it. You need to be eased back in. But you did not provide anything for us to work with. Now, you can counter that by saying we didn't give you any sort of service either. Yeah, I get that. But you need to be involved as well. You need to come out of your shell. What do you want us to do? Just pump in crosses for you? How can we give you service? You're not making runs. You're not making those diagonal runs, those key runs. First of all, there is no space. So in order to create space, you have to drop off so others can get that opportunity, and maybe then, consequently, you can get some space. Pulisic is the other one that came off the bench. No impact. No impact. If you're coming off the bench, you have to make an impact. Or else, how can we now give you a start, Pulisic? How can we give you a start next game? We can't give you a start. Callum as well. Yeah, he saw a lot of the ball in that left-hand side. But what did he do with that ball? What did he do? Every time he was crossing, his crosses were to no one. And then he was dribbling, but didn't really let go of a shot. It was just wasteful. For me, I don't think Callum, even though he saw a lot of the ball, no impact. No impact with the ball. And this is the thing, inconsistency. And I get it, like you're young, you're going to be inconsistent, but this is Chelsea Football Club, man. For me, I don't know whether we're in the title race anymore. We're probably going to see Liverpool and City go ahead, at least one of them, if not both of them, go ahead of us. And from here, it's going to be difficult to catch them. They're not going to look like they're going to drop any more points. We've seen this. These two teams in this particular situation, they run away with it. This is why I said the month of December is so important. So important. This is the month that will make us realize whether we're actually a title contender or we're just fighting for the top four. If we're title contenders, we need to be picking up the wins. And I've also said the losses need to be draws. Draws need to be wins. We should not have lost points against Man United. We should have beaten that Man United team. We should have beaten Burnley. This game, okay, let's be honest, we did not deserve to lose. We should have at least had a draw. I don't think West Ham was extraordinary. I don't think they played us off the park. Now coming on to Masuaku's goal, it was a cross. It was meant to be a cross. It then ended up being a shot. But what was Mendy doing? He palmed it into the goals. Mendy has been strange in recent times. I have to admit that pass to Fred, I have not forgotten against Man United. And even against Watford, even though he was very good, he kept us in the game. There were a couple of moments he was a bit strange against Watford as well. A couple of the passes. Man United, as I said, the Fred thing this game, an absolute howler. This was a howler from Mendy. This was an absolute howler. But as a team, I don't think we played bad. Second half, we did not create enough. We did not create any, to be honest. But I have to blame Thomas Tuchel here for taking out Ziyech, who is probably looking a lot better than a lot of the players. So I'm a bit baffled. I mean, if I look at the player performances, Mason Mount standout. Another goal, another assist. He's getting into his groove, and he was looking very interested in this game. But he needed a partner in crime, and I think his partner in crime was Ziyech. Ziyech, fantastic assist, but taken off. Havertz, before he got injured, was actually playing good. Jorginho, a lot of the people were saying Jorginho is the fault. How can you blame Jorginho for that loss? If anything, without Jorginho, if it was Ruben Loftus-Cheek and Saul in the pivot, I think we lose this 6-0. We would have zero control. It would have been all West Ham. How can you say Jorginho was the fault? Just because he made a pass to Mendy, let's be honest, that pass to Mendy should have cleared it. And Mendy anticipated that pass anyway. He saw that pass was coming. Jorginho is not the issue in this match. That's not the reason we lost. Ruben Loftus-Cheek, there were moments where he looked really good from the midfield, but it's what he does in the final third is what bothers me a lot. He doesn't trigger the shot. And then he misses out on assists as well. But once again, I can't blame Ruben Loftus-Cheek for this particular loss. Alonso, in all honesty, wasn't that bad, to be honest. Yes, he got taken off. Pulisic came on. But I can't really blame Alonso in this particular match either. He was all right. The minutes he played, he was fine. Yes, he slowed down everything. But we know that. I know that. He slows down a lot of the play on the left side. I know that. So I'm not going to sit here every week blaming that or talking about that because I know that. So my expectation of Alonso, he did what he did. Back three defense, Christensen, Silva, Rudiger was fine for me. I know a lot of people were blaming Rudiger. I don't think he was bad. Reece James, once again, I don't think Reece James was utterly bad, whether going forward or in defense. This was a strange result. This was a game I've just said that we should have drawn at least, but I think we should have won. We were twice in front. How we managed to then lose 3-2, it was a couple of freak goals, as I said. But I have to say, second half performance, we did not create enough. Substitutions didn't do well. Lukaku is a bit of a question mark as to how he's going to adapt into this particular team because he has to work a lot harder. He can't just be sitting there and expecting the ball to come to his plate. It's not going to work like that. You have to move. You need to show a lot more movement, a lot more agility. And I know you're injured. Maybe that's hampering you. We'll see what happens. Pulisic off the bench, no impact. And for a player that doesn't play on a regular basis, gets injured, you have to show a lot more. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, let me know what your thoughts are. I feel quite strange after that particular match. All I can say is I think we've blown it now. I think Liverpool and City, they'll continue on, they'll win. I hope they drop points, but I can't see it. History says from here they run away with it. So it hurts. It hurts that we should have been in the title chase here. We'll see what happens, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know what your thoughts are of this particular match. I'm a bit baffled by the whole situation. I need to just sit down, think about it a little bit more. But it's definitely ruined the weekend. There's no doubt about that. Look, smash the like button. That's the least you guys can do for me. If you're here for the first time, subscribe. Hit the bell notification as well. I'll see you guys tomorrow for a stream with Amir and Kishan, hopefully. And yeah, until next time, everyone. Take care. See ya.